Allow me to ask you a question, gentle strangers. Have you ever wondered why the early white Christian church didn't include the book of Enoch in the Bible? I mean, it is and was common knowledge the Israelites believed the book of Enoch was basically a part of their collection of holy writings. It was found within the Dead Sea Scroll and was quoted by those who are within the Bible. So why didn't they allow it in? I have a theory to the reason why. See, nothing is new under the sun. And just like the book of Maccabees tells us the Greeks tried to whitewash the images of the people in the Tanakh, the white Christian leaders were doing the exact same thing, but even deeper. Everybody should know that yes, the white man has added and deleted from the book we call the Bible. Get over it. All in an effort to mask who the true Israelites are, and more importantly, mask who they truly are. Though they would love to use the birth of Noah as a platform to say Yah and the angels was white, they knew a smart aleck nigger from the future would look at the story differently. Let me explain. When you read the birth of Noah in the book of Enoch, it says Noah was born with white skin and hair, with brilliant blue eyes. Surely if this was all to the story, we would hear about the book of Enoch and Noah just like we hear about the misinterpretations about King David being white. But we don't, do we? The reason is because what is written in the detail of the story. See, they understood the Greek makes it crystal clear that in the book of Jude, the term for habitation, auditorium, refers to their heavenly bodies from which they had to disrobe their covering so they could copulate with these fine black earth chicks. What am I talking about, you ask? Probably the first mama's baby's daddy's maybe situation. Enoch 105, 3 through 12. And you know my style, I'm going to skip. And when he was taken from the hand of the midwife, it's talking about Noah, opening also his mouth, he spoke unto the Lord of righteousness. Then Lamech, his father, was afraid of him, and flying away came unto his own father Methuselah, and said, I have begotten a son, unlike to other children. He is not a human, but resembling the offspring of the angels of heaven. He is a different nature from our being altogether unlike us. His eyes are bright as the rays of the sun. They have blue eyes. His countenance is glorious, and he looks not as if he belonged to me, but to the angels. We're going to keep going. And now, my father, hear me. For my son Lamech, a child has been born, who resembles not him, and whose nature is not like the nature of man. His color is whiter than snow. He is redder than the rose. His hair, the hair of his head is whiter than white wool. His eyes are like the rays of the sun. I'm going to keep going. His father Lamech feared and fled to me, believing not that the child belonged to him, but that he resembled the angels of heaven. Example. Do you guys see the obvious problems? 1. This proves all normal people on the earth had dark skin, eyes, and hair because Noah didn't look like anyone in his family or surroundings. Simply put, Noah was the first albino child. We know this is true because he continued to carry the parents' dominant DNA genes to pass on to his darker skinned Ham, Shem, and now scientists will admit, dark-skinned Japheth. But number 2 is what I like to call the big fig Newton. Did you guys notice who Lamech said Noah looked like? The fallen watchers and their children. I know the white man wants to say this proves the angels were white, but please understand, Lamech said Noah resembled the angels of heaven and not the angels in heaven, meaning the angels had already disrobed Octarian and were in their fallen state upon the earth. These lines up perfectly and seamlessly with the Tanakh, genetics, and history's rendition of where white skin came from. I'll put that link of that video in the descriptions. The book of Enoch is clear. The only people who had a white skin and blonde hair on earth were the fallen angels and their seed, the tear. Now can you see why the white man said, oh, hell no, to the book of Enoch?